contaminants found in the drinking water in Midland, Texas, have many residents there fearing for the safety of their families. Last night, hundreds of them turned out to hear from environmental crusader Erin Brockovich, who is all too familiar with their concerns.
What does common sense tell you when you have yellow green water? Something's wrong. Don't drink it.
9 years ago, Julia Roberts won an Academy Award for her portrayal of Erin Brockovich, a single mom who led an investigation into what was making people sick in the small California town of Hinckley.
These people don't dream about being rich. They dream about being able to watch their kids swim in a pool without worrying that they'll have to have a hysterectomy at the age of 20.
Brockovich discovered the chemical hexavalent chromium, also known as Chrome-6, was in the town's drinking water.
I never thought I'd see another Hinckley, California in my life. But I'm concerned that I might have been wrong.
Today, Brockovich is on a new case, this time in Midland, Texas.
And the only difference between here and Hinckley is I'm seeing higher numbers in people's wells here today than I saw in Hinckley.
We didn't really understand why the water was yellow when we filled the pool.
Case Sather asked Brockovich, who is a consultant for 2 environmental law firms, to investigate after she says her grandchildren developed a rash after swimming in the water.
This map shows the quarter-mile.
Last month, concerned residents called in the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, which discovered Chrome-6 levels 50 times higher than what the EPA considers acceptable.
This is all residential.
All residential.
So far, they have identified at least 35 homes with contaminated wells. Kay and her neighbor Sheldon Johnson live in 2 of them.
It caused a whole host of health problems.
Sheldon and his wife have both recently been diagnosed with kidney problems. Suspicion is high.
It's kind of odd that 2 members of the same household basically have the same problem.
Sheldon and neighbor Kay now filter water through a system provided and monitored by the state.
That's 2.5 days.
Our number 1 priority is to get water. Number 2 priority is to find the culprit that did this to us.
Bob Bocock, an environmental investigator, believes he knows the source of the contamination. Dow Schlumberger, an oil field services company.
This is their headquarters. This is where the Chrome-6 comes in and goes out every day and ended up in our drinking water wells.
CBS News has obtained this response from Schlumberger. Schlumberger fully appreciates the public's concern and continues to cooperate with the TCEQ, the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, to help identify sources of chromium in the area. But it says chromium has not been used in any of the processes performed at the Schlumberger facilities in Midland, Texas. And independent water samplings indicate the source is likely an adjacent site unrelated to our facilities. Joining us to talk more about this exclusively this morning from Midland, Texas is Erin Brockovich. Erin, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I understand that you have a sample of the contaminated water with you. So right off the bat, could you show us what it looks like?
Yeah. I've got a piece of paper here. I don't know if I have a good angle for you.
Yeah, we can see it's yellowy and cloudy. So my question is, do all the residents of Midland, all 125,000 of them, have filters provided by the state? If not, what are they doing? Are they drinking this stuff?
Well, unfortunately, yes, people have been drinking this stuff unbeknownst to them for some time. And it's not the entire city of Midland. It is a specific area. And all of us are out there working as quickly and diligently as we can to identify all the homes that have contamination and getting filters on them. And the process is becoming daunting very quickly because there's more homes than we thought. It's a bigger plume than we thought. Right now, they have identified over 40 homes with significant hexavalent chromium contamination. They're getting filters on those, and they're hitting the ground running early this morning, getting door to door to start testing so we can begin to identify everybody that has contaminated water.
You have seen firsthand what chromium-6 can do to a person. What is the most frightening aspect to a contamination like this, both in the short term and down the road, Erin?
Well, I think that, you know, for the folks out here, as they were in Hinckley and most contaminated sites I am, is immediately their concern is for their children. I mean, because the children have so many unexplained problems. I sat down with the family last night after the meeting. It was actually really heart-wrenching. Their 7-year-old child has stomach tumors They were very concerned that he had an unusual cancer, but he was all like acidic and pitted out through his stomach, and they removed a very large tumor. And she's so frightened what the future holds for that child. So first and foremost, the children come to these people's minds, and trying to identify all the problems that they have. And in the long term, for all of them, they're terrified that they could come down with cancer.
All right, Erin Brockovich, we know it is early on in this investigation, so please do keep us posted.
Yeah, it's very early.
Thank you very much.
I absolutely thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.